Time marches on. Dateline 1990. Once again, the winds of change are stirring. Alaska Airlines orders billions of dollars worth of new airplanes, hires hundreds of new employees, builds new facilities, and inaugurates international service. With all this change, could another plan be brewing to erase the face of you-know-who and replace it with a generic corporate symbol? No. At Alaska, we don't want to be like every other airline. We're proud of being different, unique. We believe in customer satisfaction and strive to give our passengers the best service on the ground and in the air. So we're updating our look to match our service. And we promise we won't even consider getting rid of the Eskimo.
The Eskimo face had to stay on that airplane. We'd made a commitment to our customers at a time that it leaked out that we were considering a change some years ago, that for the foreseeable future, the Eskimo would stay there. And while we toyed with several ideas of changing the nature of the Eskimo on the tail, when we finally came down to it after a great deal of effort and thought, we decided that we had a hard time improving on what we had. So we fulfilled our commitment to our customers and to our employees that while we can change the design of the airplane, that the Eskimo is there with us for the long term.
Coming soon to a tarmac near you. 58 years in the making. A bold new look outside. A fresh commitment to our heritage inside. It's all new for the 1990s. A bright, up-to-date image that still reflects the pride and independent spirit of the men and women of Alaska Airlines.
This year seemed to us to be the time to make a change in the way we look. We just ordered enough airplanes to double our size in the next 6 to 7 years. The airline has changed a lot in the past couple of years. We've shifted from an airline where most of our business was from Seattle North to an airline where quite a large amount of our business is from Seattle South. So we're serving a new group of people. We're a big airline, we're growing, and it seemed like the time to give ourselves a new look consistent with really a new Alaska Airlines.
It's a question of image. At Alaska, our image is bright and professional, with a sense of humor. But we've always been serious about one thing: providing the best customer service in the business. We built a reputation as an airline of rugged individuals, willing to take chances, people who take pride in their work. We've been doing it for years.
As this industry enters the 1990s, there's been a lot of consolidation. We have a number of very large airlines we're competing with. They're spending very sizable amounts of money to improve the way they look, to improve the various services that they provide the consumers. But one thing that's very important, I think, is to recognize that we are not changing the way we look because of something the competitors are doing. We started this project literally thinking about it well over a year ago, and we did it because we were not happy with the visual image that we were providing our customers. So it was a conscious effort on behalf of Alaska's management to change the way we look to provide our customers with a better product.
Our customer service has long been recognized as among the best, but for years we've lacked a consistent overall look that matches our high-quality service. Take our logo, for instance. It uses a typeface that is as average as they come. In the world of advertising, it says Sears just as easy as Alaska. In short, it's kind of flat. We need something more like our image, something unique, not just another corporate clone. Something that says Alaska. Something like this. Our new logo, developed in collaboration with the design consultants at SGS.
The new signature for Alaska Airlines that will be about 9 feet high on the side of the plane. It isn't the first time that an airline has used a large signature, but I don't think there is anything that has been aggressively presented and is individual looking as the one that we have right now. And whether it says Alaska or anything else, the letter form that we've used, I think, conveys the whole spirit of the airline.
And that's just part of the package. We're changing things from the inside out. Everything from swizzle sticks to playing cards. to give us a consistent look across the board, inside and out.
The thought process that we used to arrive at the new design for Alaska was utilizing a lot of the show or exhibit from the Crossroads of Continents. We developed a lot of our patterns, textures, colors from this exhibit. The exhibit ranged from showing artifacts from the Soviet Union all the way through the Alaskan chain, down the West Coast into Mexico.
I think the new look for the airline is unquestionably Alaska Airlines. Every element that we have developed for the exterior and the interior, there are a lot of companies, airline companies out there that would be hard to give a personality to. Alaska the airline is very proud of its heritage, and we certainly went after trying to develop a contemporary interpretation of that heritage into both the livery and the interior and the entire corporate identity.
The visual image project that we're working on is quite comprehensive. It covers everything from the aircraft exteriors, the interiors, the way we look in the airports, the food service items, the cabin supplies, and customer contact employee uniforms. Business cards, stationery, everything that carries Alaska's signature will be changing.
The steps required to put a new look on an aircraft include the initial cleaning, and then the aircraft is masked and sanded down the existing surface and then cleaned again to prepare for the priming, the top coat paint that's then applied, followed by the decorative exterior marking and the required exterior marking, and the aircraft is ready to go.
The new look we're going to have on the airplanes, on the outside and on the inside, and the new look we'll have on the ticket counters and on all of our ticket jackets and other material is really, in many ways, just frosting on the cake. The image of the company really comes from the service that our people give our customers. So this is just another tool for them to look good. It's like putting on a new suit. The old suit's a little tattered and it's still serviceable, but a new one's going to look a lot better.
To get an idea how you might feel about the changes, we invited a group of senior employees for a sneak preview.
I feel as though we haven't lost our old design. It's kind of like a new car or an old car that you get rid of, get an affection for it, and you hate to see it go, but you want something new.
Well, it should make everything 100% more enjoyable to be there.
Well, the new look, when I first saw it, I was really flabbergasted because it was just a nice, clean, bright look, and that's what we are.
I like the Alaska motif. I think it's elegant, plus it can be casual if you wish.
It's clean, straightforward, and they're giving out a nice picture. And it's just about that simple. It's
really exciting to think of the new interior and the effect it's going to have on morale.
The color scheme, I think, it has a cooling effect. I felt like our cabins before were a little high anxiety.
Well, I think retaining the Eskimo was one of the most important things because I don't think any of us want to let go.
As far as the decision on keeping the Eskimo, I don't think there was a decision there. I don't think you would dare get rid of it.
I believe they've used the Eskimo perfectly. It's not too visual, but yet it's there.
Well, I think the passengers will really be thrilled with it. They should just really be pleased with the result, be quite excited.
We're going into the new era.
The changes are exciting. The look is great. But the question remains, is this really a good investment?
In a company that has profit sharing, it's a natural question to ask what the impact of the cost is when we take on a new design. First of all, for the new airplanes, there's no additional cost because we have to paint them anyway and we have to put the interiors in. We will, in fact, be accelerating the repainting program because we want to shorten the time when the whole fleet looks the same. And there'll be some additional cost to that. But overall, it's going to be very, very small and spread out over a number of years. And I think people will not even notice it on the expense line when they look at the expenses of the company.
The perception of Alaska Airlines, like the state of Alaska itself, is of a bold, progressive, exciting new adventure. Now, our look will match that perception. The plan is to have everything in place by the end of 1992. You'll see the sign soon enough. Gradually, as the fleet goes in for repainting, you'll be seeing a lot more of the new look in airports throughout the system. New supplies will appear as the old stock is used up. In-flight items are already on their way. And as for uniforms,
Employees will be involved from the very beginning. Most of the uniformed work groups, if not all the uniform work groups, actually have uniform committees. And those uniform committees will be working directly with the design team from the very beginning. They'll have input into style, color, functionality, every single thing that goes into designing a uniform.
I think the passengers will be walking into a different world other than any other airline. I think it's going to be so different that they're going to notice our new design immediately.
We think the employees are going to be very, very proud of this new look, and it'll give them something else to talk about with the customers. But when you get down to it, the service that they give is still the most important ingredient in our success.
I think it's fresh. I think it's really classy. I love it.
from every angle, it's a look that says Alaska. A look that boldly embraces the past, a tribute to our heritage. It's a new look we can all be proud of.